This week on Black, White, and Red All Over, we're reading some stuff, lots of stuff, good stuff, all the good stuff. Are you ready to read? You ready to talk? You ready to do all? No. You gotta talk, man. Those are the rules. Come on. Jeez. We'll try again. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Danders, the hardest working man in comics.
Ryan Seymour, King of Comic Town here in Columbus, Ohio.
Yes. Dude, we had a good week.
It was.
It was a strong week.
Yes. The final, no, it's technically the 1st of December.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
That's.
And coming out of a 5 Wednesday,
November.
November.
Where did this year go? We're already in December?
Yeah.
Who asked for that?
Right?
I didn't order that.
Like, winter holidays are like a couple weeks away.
Pew, 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 pew. Crazy.
So,
okay. Okay, so of our Goodreads that should,
yes.
These are the honorable mentions that we've got on here. We've got one that's the same.
Yes.
Just one. So we're giving you a total, 5 books that you guys should check out? So we're giving you some good stuff as possibles for you to go home with. Where do you want to start?
Let's see. Like Shazam, Mark Waid, he's been killing it. Make him editor-in-chief of DC.
Already, like, come on, what are we waiting for? This was really hard to put on this list, on this side. Like, This easily could have been on the other side for the must-reads. It was tough. What had happened was, I had missed a couple of issues of this run, so I missed some things, and I was like, quick catch-up. So, Billy Batson has been beset by the gods that he gets his powers from. Why? Because they're upset that people don't remember them or revere them the way that they used to. So they're causing trouble using Billy as the conduit, thinking, oh, if we do this, people will pay attention to us more. No. In the black community, we have this thing that sometimes when you seek attention, what you get is not the attention you wanted. It means you get your butt whooped. Like, don't do that, okay? Same. Interesting sort of showcase, though. We have a potential character changing happening here with a character that kind of moves to the forefront, and there's a lot of fun stuff that happens.
Interesting.
So,
very interesting.
Yeah, I think Mark is doing a great job of redefining what Shazam is going to be moving forward, and I don't want to say like we're leading to Kingdom Come, but there's some possible Kingdom Come-ness to it.
Interesting.
Yeah. And Dan Moore, of course, is brilliant.
Kingdom Come is supposed to be the actual legit future.
Right. Like, that's kind of what they've lent themselves to, like, head towards. So, Yes. Okay, what do you got? What are you doing?
Continuing with the DC.
Yes.
We got Titans Beast World Tour Metropolis, because they're doing one-shots for like Metropolis and Star City, some others. This week was Waller. Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
So this is an anthology. There's 3 stories in it. The first one is really solid. Nicole Maines and Steve Orlando writing.
Big shout out to Steve.
And FICO Osio as the artist.
Okay.
It is really nice. All right, so Dreamer has this ability now where she can see the future. She has no control over it.
Okay.
It happens like a hallucination, and she doesn't know if it's 5 seconds in the future or 2 days in the future.
Right.
And she is convinced that Metropolis is going to go, like, explosions everywhere. It's going to go to heck.
That's not good.
And she can't get people to listen to her.
What?
Because she's not Superman.
Oh.
She's not like she's not that super big brand name character.
Yeah.
And
not the S on the chest. Nobody's listening. Okay.
And so she's able to convince one of the super family to help her evacuate the city as safely as possible.
Gotcha.
And it ties in very much to that Beast world where there's some stuff happening.
Oh.
And yeah, because like we've got the my brain's Starro. What's the
Star of the Conqueror?
Oh, but they call him the Garo.
Garo. Yeah. When Garth did it. Yeah.
So we've got. It is really cool. Like there's different Beast styles.
Yeah.
Like side stories, and all right, this is something that bothers me.
Okay.
All right, so we've had the thing where everybody in the DCU went to the Dream World. We had that major event,
right?
But it didn't actually cross over anything. It
didn't.
This is happening also,
right?
And it's not line wide. Like,
oh no, that you gotta line wide that. That's such a
So once again, you have a world changing event.
Yep.
And nothing. So it's just these miniseries, and I don't understand it. It's good. Yeah, frustrated. Frustrated is the best way to put it.
How do you solve that? Like, is that an editorial mandate of only certain characters can be involved in certain. Well, no, because there's a lot of crossover for the characters that were in both of those things, right?
Major. And, and like this one, you've got that dude, and you've got that. So this is not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so this is like top tier
Wow.
stuff, and that's why I don't understand. Like, even if you allocate an issue or two of each title to it, like, because there's something happening across the entire planet,
Across everything, huh?
And it's good.
Okay.
Like, that's the problem. Like, if it sucked, I'd be all right.
That'd be different. It'd be different. Sure. You're like, oh no, stay away from mine. Like,
It's
let me some of my
good.
peanut butter. I got nothing.
Yeah.
I got nothing. All right, the Avengers, issue 8. Jed McKay, Villa, Blee. These dudes, man, like, what y'all doing right now is wonderful. Okay, so on the cover here, we have this iteration. Mirrodin has sent over a version of King Arthur and his court, right? And they have abilities. They have wonderful things that they can do, and they are trying to get a hold of Kang. Like, that's the thing. They want Kang, and right now, Wanda and Vision have Kang, and so they're going up against those two to get them. While the rest of the Avengers are beset by Nightmare in this crazy sort of piece. You've got basically two different stories that are happening at once. We get introduced to the King Arthur like troupe. We get a quick backstory for them so that we know them, we love them, we like them, and we like want to see what they do. And then we like pick it all up and it all coalesces and it all works. It's about to be a great next issue. Oh, the next issue is about to be sweet. But this one was a great setup. There's a lot of times where there are characters that we think are like super powerful. Yeah. And you have to kind of balance how powerful you make them. Yeah. When you're talking Wanda and Vision together, that's a lot of power. Yeah. Like, it really, really is. And the way that is, I don't want to say negated, but met is wonderful. Because it gives credence to everybody. Like, you don't have to kind of like dogmatically knock someone down in order to make the bad guy seem like up top. Yeah. They're doing a thing. And it's pretty dope. Excellent. It's pretty dope. So highly recommend that one. Jed is doing his thing, man. Like, right? I don't know. Like, I would have been nervous coming off of Jason Aaron.
Right, exactly. You're going from Jason Aaron, but he's killing it.
Killing it. Absolutely killing it. It's very old school in the way that he's telling these stories that are fun, impactful, not necessarily changing the landscape of Marvel, but great, like, centerpieces for the Avengers. Like, it's great. I like it.
Excellent.
All right, from okay, here you go. Read your stuff.
Right, this is
from the cover alone.
Yeah, from Image Comics. Blood Commandment.
See that? No, that's not one of the 10. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, it's the best. It's the 11th. So we got Simon Kodrinsky. All right. So Kat is doing the writing. He's doing the art.
Pretty, but
yeah, it's gorgeous. He's got this style that's like almost paint, and it's dreamy, it's vertigo-y, and this is vampires are actual predatory creatures.
Oh my god.
They're not things of fancy.
Right.
They're not dating high school girls.
You know what? We've never addressed the fact that, you know, Edward being 17 for a while is very creep-tastic for him to be macking on Bella, who's literally 17.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
These vampires don't sparkle, though.
They don't sparkle?
No. Not a bit. Yeah, these things are just... All right, so this person or thing, he might be a vampire, we don't know yet, has been, like, laying low. He's got his kid with him, and apparently another vampire has found him, and it's about to go down. We don't know why he's hiding. We don't know why the other vampire wants to just destroy him and his family.
What?
Right?
No, that's not okay. Right? I don't want to. No.
All right, this book is like the Venn diagram of like someone who has an amazing artistic eye for violence and the artistic talent to make those things come true.
Oh my gosh.
It is brutal. The violence is fantastic. I have never seen a spine rendered so well.
I saw that page.
Yeah.
Just flipping through.
Yeah.
Ha. Yeah. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah,
that happened.
I really recommend the book. If you haven't figured out, like, this is, if you want violence and horror, this is where you go.
If you want a Nightmare Before Christmas, ta-da! Like, that's the book for you.
Marketing.
Yes. You know what? I do think that there's this weird sort of happening where there are more dark, scary books that come out like right after Halloween.
Yeah,
it's a thing. I don't know. It's cool. Okay, we both tackled the Sentry.
Yes.
Jason Liu, Luigi Zagaria, and Arthur Hesley. There we go. I can get there. And I grabbed this because I had no idea what this was. I didn't know it was coming. I've missed all solicitations for it.
Yeah.
And the cover, I'm like, there are a bunch of people. Like, is this a Sentry squad? What is this?
Yeah. This is one that I had. There was like a retailer group that I'm in, and someone mentioned something about this book having a whole bunch of new characters. So I'm going to read it. I'm going to be honest. I hate the Sentry. I could get me drunk and sit down for a 20-minute conversation about how much I hate the Sentry and the specific reasons why.
That's all right.
So I read it because of that person's information.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is really good.
This is really, really good. I'll tell you. Okay, so I was. Wait, where'd we go? 1, 2, 3. So this double page spread was the time that I remember that this is a Sentry book.
Yeah.
Like I forgot as I was reading it. The way that this is grounded in the current Marvel Comics universe is so well done.
Yeah.
Like you come in with a familiar point, you ground everything, and then you expand the world from there, and it's really well done.
Yeah.
That ending,
right?
I was not prepared for that.
Yeah. No. These are, and I actually cared.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Is this character I have never met before, and I cared
Yep.
when things happened to him.
Yep.
Like I felt for him, which is 5
Again,
pages.
Yeah, if that. This is okay. Walk with me on this one. This is taking me back to season 1 of Heroes.
Okay. Yeah. Because as they telescope out, and each of these new characters, we're finding out about a little bit of background, a little bit about their power, their personality. It's just being executed so perfectly.
It really is. So if this is, I don't know, setting up the potential of Sentry being brought into the MCU, that would be interesting. If there is, I don't know, like the power of the Sentry is one that is just a MacGuffin. Like we know that's what it is. Like he's so powerful. He's a MacGuffin type character. That's what he was kind of made for, or at least utilized with. But this seems like it's a lot more nuanced and very cool because if in the context of Sentry, this is what's happening. What happens with the Void?
Right?
Yeah, that's my
right.
And that's dope. Okay. Clearly, you have to read it to know what we're talking about. Yeah. But once you do, you will know, and you'll have just the same amount of concerns that I have.
Yeah.
The one thing that definitely stood out to me, though, in this particular issue, is yet again Columbus, Ohio, being sought after as a space of destruction. Why do y'all keep coming for us? Why do y'all keep coming for us?
That's right. Like this happened in Columbus, Ohio. I'm like, oh god, what happened? This time?
Yeah. What? Who is it in the Marvel offices? It's a Michigan fan. You know it's a Michigan fan. I know you're a Wolverine up there. Of course you are. Obviously. Marvel, Wolverines. Makes sense. Stop coming for us, okay? Cut it out. We didn't do it.
Michigan M, Marvel.
That's what it is, because they're secretly mad because Marvel's colors are red or scarlet, I should say. Scarlet. Are you mad about it? It's not our fault. Yeah. We didn't do that to you, okay? Leave us alone. Stop destroying Columbus.
Yeah, last 3 years, you've already destroyed Columbus.
It's true. It is true. It is true. I literally got to make that joke at Motor City Comic Con this fall. I was on a panel and I was like, I don't want to tell y'all where I'm from. They're like, where are you from? And I'm like, Columbus. And they're like, boo, get a new moderator. But I told them, I was like, no, I'm such a Buckeye. Like, I hated the X-Men. They're like, why? Is it because they have a Wolverine on the team? Yeah! Go Bucks! It's not true. I don't hate him. But OH. I know. All right, we'll be back. And we're back. I'm still Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
Ryan Seymour, unfortunately.
Every time. I just wait. It's like, what is he going to say? What is he going to say? I don't know.
Like, if I was the character in Kafka's Metamorphosis, I would have complained nonstop.
Somebody squish me.
Please.
I don't want to be here. Okay, so of the must-reads, okay, these are the books that if you go to the shop and you leave without these books, turn around and go back.
Yeah.
I don't care how far you had to drive.
Unless they're sold out.
Figure it out. Like, go back, put some money down. Be like, hey, when these reorders come in, remember your boy. Maybe you should go in and put in, I don't know, for a pull list. Just to make sure. Just throwing it out there. Okay, so we've got two that are the same. One is different. Hit me with your different one.
Okay.
I got to get your weirdness out of the way. Because I feel like it's the title alone. I'm like, nah.
Okay.
Nah.
All right, so from Uncivilized Books.
See?
What? Like, this is just a feel-good holiday story.
You're lying. You're so lying.
Oh, I is. Okay, so, all right. Jenna Shaw is the artist. Script is by Jenna and Lonnie Nadler. All right. The Sickness. Number 3. So this is amazing to me. All right. This book is
damn, it looks good too.
Yeah, Jenna is just destroying it with the art. There's like this
it's the Junji Ito style.
Like the Junji meets like David Bacchus.
Oh, that is
So
perfect.
it's all black and white in grayscale.
What's that in there?
Well, it starts out as one thing, and then
Yep. That's okay.
All right. So the story of The Sickness
I got hot
is
here.
someone is researching what they think is a undiagnosed psychiatric condition.
Okay.
I'm of the opinion that it is not, and it is some form of incursion from some evil something or another.
Oh, I get it.
So people are having these hallucinations, and they are. I like that because I have to show you.
Oh, do you have to show me?
And it's like it is just this. It's going to be one that issue number 1 blew up. Like it's sold on eBay for a ton of money.
No.
Whoa. Yeah. And so you might have missed it. I'm going to recommend this one because it's going to be a dense read, a lot like From Hell. From Hell by Alan Moore.
It's a great
I
reference.
think Bacchus also did that. This
You're right, actually.
100% existential horror. It is one that these people are tormented, and they feel helpless. There's no way out. They have no control of it. They don't know why it's happening. We don't fully know what's happening, and oh my gosh.
Okay. Nope. I'm putting that back right here.
Yeah. So if you are into horror, because this one also is like, if you watch like Japanese horror movies, where as you reach the climax, there's almost this psychotic break where just everything's going crazy. That's what this issue's vibe is.
Yeah.
So we're building to something.
That thing I saw in there was Cronenberg-esque.
Right? It really is.
I didn't like that.
Oh my gosh.
It gave me the willies.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot like my honeymoon video shoot.
It's a nice tile up there in the ceiling. I'm just gonna hold here while that image just oozes out the back of my ear. No, actually, that's my favorite movie. Okay, so I took on Midlife, or How to Be a Hero, or How to Hero at 50, number 3. Brian Buccellato is one of my favorite writers. Chicken Devil, like so many different things, like he comes at it from like a place where there's just this authenticity and you just love it.
Yeah.
In the first issue, we find out like this guy who has joined the fire department in honor of his father is a scaredy cat, like totally afraid, can't be in the field, works the desk. It's a terrible thing. Inadvertently finds out that he is physically immune to fire and has abilities, and
there you go.
Kind of amazing. So he decides to somewhat superhero, but not superhero, right? Because he's not about fighting crime. He's trying to save people from fires. It's what he knows. It's what he does. He's trying to get to the bottom of it, try to figure out like, hey, maybe this is something hereditary. I don't know. But there are some people that are clearly on his trail trying to capture him, get him for some reason, purposes, possibly nefarious, obviously nefarious. And he's trying to also still figure out how his powers work.
Yeah.
But this is a grown man. Okay, we're talking 50 years old with a kid on the way, right?
Midlife.
Like super midlife. And he's now discovered this crazy new thing about himself. What I love is there's a sequence here where, first of all, if you have a best friend and they're not like this, they're not your best friend. And second of all, if like because coverage like quick like hey yeah well yeah that's what this is.
That's a good excuse.
I got right. It's perfect. Does it work? Well, that's different. And of course, like that's what I expect my best friend to be like. Let me come on, like it's so good. So like the amount of characterizational relationships that are here are spot on. Like you believe them, their interaction, and just kind of their vibe. He's got a broken family dynamic. Like he's had a previous marriage. His kids from the previous marriage. His son is kind of a d-hole. Working on it. And I think like that's part of the thing is once he gets a handle on what his life is, I think he'll be able to get the rest of his stuff together. And I'm hoping for that. Like I'm rooting for this guy. You root for him. Like that's the thing. It's feel good. It's a dumpster fire, but you totally root for him. You're like he'll put it out. I believe in him. Yeah, it's awesome. Read that definitely. Oh God. Okay.
I had faith that when the creative team was announced for Kirkman was like, I got Transformers, I got G.I. Joe, it's going to be a shared universe. They announced a creative team for Transformers.
That's right.
Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer, who if you've not read Murder Falcon, there's a Wonder Woman, the Lost
Dead World, something like that. Yeah.
You are missing the F word out.
Yeah.
These dudes are amazing. So what they're doing with Transformers is even more amazinger.
It's the most amazing-esque thing.
Yeah.
Like, so, okay, full transparency. This past weekend at GalaxyCon Columbus, I hope you were there. If you were, you saw that on Saturday, I got to work with the legend, Mr. Peter Cullen. And, oh my goodness, you already can't help but hear his voice when you read anything for Optimus, but it's fresh in my mind right now. So reading this, like it's like Peter is reading this book to me, and that made it even better. There's
that Optimus scene where Optimus Prime goes full Optimus Prime, and like makes you understand why Leader One was a B word.
Because he would never. He would never. He did
something that is so next level.
Come on.
Like that.
That was hardcore. But then how he addresses it.
And
like, come on!
That's the thing. These Transformers are just now waking up on Earth.
Yeah.
These are robots from another planet. They're artificial intelligence. There's no need for them to care about humans.
At all.
Not one bit.
At all.
There's no need for them to care about life on Earth. We're squishy. We're delicate. We don't provide anything. But
we're in the way.
Right.
We're in the way.
But Prime does. Prime cares.
Yeah.
And he's willing to sacrifice himself to protect. And it's just... The Decepticons, oh man, they relish in the evil. Like
they do, like in a way that you're just like, you're not right.
Yeah, that
like
that's right there.
That's so mean. Like they're squishy. Like how would you do? Yeah. This also paints the picture of a certain type of human that I hope, generally speaking, we aren't. Like there's a lot of jumping to conclusions and wow. And yes, I'm sure that there is some attribute of like, oh, it's live life experience. This is why I feel this way.
Yeah.
I actually hated the humans most in this one.
Yeah.
Like, stop it. Would you stop? Just stop.
He never took a moment to ask.
Didn't want to. Didn't want to.
And where did the one get that?
Where he shouldn't have. Where he should not have had access to that.
Right.
Under any circumstance, should not have had access. That is not civilian. No. No. We're gonna find out dude's like a member of G.I. Joe or something.
Yeah, like it was the first appearance of
that's Cobra Commander. That's what it is. That's Cobra Commander in the Amazon universe. He's like, I'm gonna shoot it.
I am not like robots since it tickle me elbow.
Because it would not tickle me, I had to tickle him.
Right. That's false advertising.
That is actually like we didn't realize that it was about him. We thought it was us. Tickle me, Elmo. We thought it was command, not a okay.
And no matter how many edibles I take,
he never did it.
Never does.
He never did it.
Just cross him like a sleep paralysis demon, but never. Just give me the little.
You want to go to sleep? Let's count the sheep. 1. I'm sorry. That's so bad. So bad. Okay, the book of the week. In a storm of nostalgia, feels, all the things.
But that's not it. Look, like that's not the reason.
You're right.
There is nostalgia about this
Absolutely.
Superman 78.
Right.
So from like the first iteration of the Superman movies,
literally the first movie.
Yeah.
Like this is a sequel to the first movie, not the second one.
Yeah.
Which is important to note.
Oh my gosh, it is so. Yes, it takes place then. Yes, it's Christopher Reeves. It's, it's all of that. But who do we got? Venditti, Guidry, and Biller.
Yeah.
They give us a movie that we should have gotten.
Yes, we should have.
This should exist, and it should be an animated movie. It's something now. It is so well written. It is so heartfelt. It is an amazing inclusion of a new character in their origin story that is twisted enough to fit that time frame.
The time
perfectly.
period is on point for what that is. But here's okay. So I had a thought from this. That word.
Yeah.
That means something to me that it didn't look like it was, but maybe I'm seeing it wrong. Is that?
I was wondering because I saw that too.
Okay. Because I'm like, maybe. Wait a tick, perhaps. Because I don't know that it's not.
Yeah.
And if it is, that's huge.
Right?
That's huge.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so in this one, having gone through 77 and that immediate follow-up, so to speak, we now have a Superman that is fully realized and trying to reconcile his wants as Clark as well as his needs as Superman. One of the things that I love about this that the initial 77 series established was that Kandor has his parents.
Yeah, which is such a cool. It's so brilliant because you still have access to that family history. There's still hope maybe that they can be reconciled and can be brought back up to like normal size. You have the threat still of other Kryptonians. So all of that's available, and the interaction between them and another particular character that Supes has with them.
What that was about to set up, I'm like, oh my gosh,
right?
Oh my gosh, like give it. This person is a threat that Superman can understand. He cannot understand what that is yet.
Yeah,
because he's never encountered anything like that. Not yet.
And it's the Cold War nature of it.
It's so perfect.
It's like it's so brilliant.
Perfect.
Like it's because Superman's truth, justice, and the American way at this point.
So at that time, you have somebody that represents the red curtain. Like, excuse me, what?
Like, no,
you would do what? Nah.
No.
Like this is going to be. I'm telling you right now, this is the perfect mashup between Superman the movie and Superman Red Sun, and just kind of blending that world concept together and.
It's amazing. And when he said who his name was, I was like,
you heard the accent.
Yeah, perfect. Like that is exactly. It makes so much sense. And that's a fight that. Oh my gosh.
Hardcore. Oh my god, it's so good.
The contempt in that dude's voice.
He meant it.
Yeah,
he meant it. Like
because he grew up hating.
Completely.
Right.
Completely.
And Clark. He was like he wasn't
right.
Like Clark grew up with love, and compassion and understanding that like the Optimus Prime, these people are squishy,
and we got to protect them. That's what we're here for. But you're talking about a heart that's frozen and encased in an iron body of
unknown origin at this point.
So good, so very good.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
It really was. Like I was reading. I'm like, I don't deserve this. This is awesome.
You are right though that should be an animated feature. Like
100%.
They made like Batman 66 movies. Why not this?
Yeah.
Like, please.
Yeah. Cut every creator on that a big check and just make it.
And as a series, like I would.
Oh my gosh. An animated Batman 70s and 80s.
I would please and thank you. Please and thank you. Okay. If you followed along this far, hopefully you liked what you've seen. Definitely click that thumbs up. And in the comments, tell us some of the things that you read that we didn't, or the things that we read that you totally were like, this was terrible. We want to know. We want to talk about it because we're fans. We want to have discourse. It's always important.
And we do comment and we do interact, and we are on social media lots. So tag us on Twitter and share it, on Instagram and share it, Facebook, maybe share it. TikTok.
Sure. Anywhere, everywhere.
Bumble. I don't know.
Whoa. You still on that?
Uh,
Counts never die.
That's right.
And neither do we.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye!